We live in an age of polarization. Everywhere you look, you see division and conflict between political parties, nations, ethnic groups, tribes. Polarization is seductive. It draws us in. It leads us to get interested, but it's also quite misleading. It makes us into extreme characters, cartoon figures that we're not. And most important, it leaves out the middle, everything in between, all the possibilities for creative change. We had the same problem in South Asia, where we brought together leaders from all the countries in that region: Nepal, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Bhutan, Sri Lanka. This is one of the most fragmented regions in the world. It has the least amount of trade. It has 70 years of history of mistrust and division. And yet, to solve the development problems in that region requires cooperation, requires creating a whole other kind of exchange. The leaders we brought together were surprisingly interested in talking together. Senior leaders who had known each other for years came together in an informal environment without formal apparatus and structure, podiums and microphones and onlookers. A confidential atmosphere in which it was possible to talk. The goal was not to resolve an issue, but to talk about the talk, to talk together about how might we exchange in a way that could get at the underlying issues, the underlying conflicts. Remarkably enough, many new ideas emerged out of these conversations that have been financed and put into action. And more important, these leaders have discovered a fundamentally new way of operating together and have gradually begun to induct others into the same experience. We had the same experience in Nepal, where we brought together the most senior political leaders in that country. We made a timeline of the last 100 years. And when we did that, these leaders discovered that in 1913, Nepal had hydropower before China, and yet has failed to exploit that possibility and that potential ever since. Kathmandu has 18 hours of load shedding a day. What's wrong with us, they asked themselves. What happened? How did we fritter away this incredible possibility? To change the world through conversation and to get new action, one must change the atmosphere. One must change and create the way we talk through what we call the creating of a container. A container is a field of exchange in which possibility is the answer and the question, not winning and losing, and not even winning win-win. New possibilities emerge when the questions are more important than the answers. Most important, the leaders that come together have to be willing to be larger than the disturbances that show up. A leader who's larger than the largest disturbance in the room can set a container in which a new possibility can arise, and where the option for listening and not simply advocating one's point of view becomes the focus.